Good morning, dear children. We are on the topic narration, direct and indirect speech. In the previous class, we studied what is a direct speech and what is an indirect speech. I told you that when we change from direct to indirect, we make many changes. The tense of the quoted speech is changed according to the tense of introducing verb. Pronouns are getting changed. The adverbials, words denoting time, place or position are also changed. So, in today's class, we will study about the changing of the tense. Changing of the tense. The tense of quoted speech changes in indirect speech. So, let's start with rule number 1. If here the headings you can see, tense introducing verb, tense of introducing verb, tense of quoted speech, and here the example is written. Clear? Now we'll see if the tense of introducing verb is this, what changes we make, we'll come to know from this, and examples will help us to understand the changes. Clear? Now, if introducing verb is in simple present tense, if introducing verb is in simple present tense, verb in quoted speech remain unchanged. Verb in quoted speech remains unchanged. Let's see the example. Rita says, I love my work. Says is introducing verb and that is in simple present tense. Clear? In quoted speech, I love my work is quoted speech. Love is a word in quoted speech and this is given in simple present tense. This is in simple present. Again, here also we can see simple present. Clear? So the rule says if introducing verb is in simple present tense, the tense of quoted speech remains unchanged. So how do we change? Rita says that I will be changed to she. Love is simple present tense. So the simple present tense verb will use here. She loves her work. Clear? In simple present tense with I, we, you, they and all the plural subjects we use base form of the verb. And with he, she, it and all the plural subject we use SOES form of the verb. So here with she we uses SOES form of the verb, it is loves. Clear? So Rita says that she loves her work. Okay, when introducing verb is in simple present tense, the tense of the quoted speech remains unchanged. Now, the next rule is, if introducing verb is in simple future tense, again, the tense of quoted speech remains unchanged. It remains unchanged. See the example? Rita will say, I loved my work. Rita will say is introducing verb and it is in simple future. I loved my work is quoted speech. Loved is a verb and that is in simple past tense. The rule says if introducing verb is in simple future tense, the tense of quoted speech remains unchanged. So how do we change it into indirect? Rita will say, comma is replaced by the conjunction that I is changed to she, loved simple past, again we will use simple past tense here. She loved her work. Clear? Look at the next rule, dear children. If introducing verb is in present perfect tense, the verb in quoted speech remains unchanged again. If introducing verb is in present perfect tense. See the example. Rita has said, I love my work. Has said is a verb that is in present perfect. As introducing verb is in present perfect, the tense of quoted speech remains unchanged. Here the verb is love and it is in simple present. In indirect speech also it will remain in simple present only. See the example. Rita has said that she loves her work. Clear? Next is if introducing verb is in simple past. Simple present changes to simple past. If introducing verb is in simple past, the quoted speech, there will be changes in that. If quoted speech is in simple present, it will be changed to simple past. See the example. Rita said, I love my work. Said is introducing verb and that is in simple past. Clear? I love my work is quoted speech. Love is a verb and that is in simple present. As introducing verb is in simple past and quoted speech is in simple present, changing into indirect speech, simple present will be changed into simple past. See the example. Rita said that I will be changed to she. She, love is simple present, simple past is loved. Clear? She loved her work. Let's see the next rule, dear children. If introducing verb is in simple past, the tense of quoted speech, if it is in present continuous, it will be changed into past continuous tense. If introducing verb is in simple past, in quoted speech, present continuous will be changed to past continuous. See the example. Rita said. Said is introducing verb and it is in simple past. I am enjoying my work is quoted speech and enjoying is a verb and this is a present continuous tense. Rule says if introducing verb is in simple past, present continuous will be changed to past continuous. Clear? So Rita said that she, I will be changed to she. Am enjoying is present. Its past will be was enjoying. She was enjoying her work. Okay. Next is if introducing verb is in simple past, in quoted speech, present perfect will change to past perfect. If introducing verb is in simple past, in quoted speech, present perfect will be changed to past perfect. For example, Rita said, I have finished my work. Said is introducing verb and that is in simple past. I have finished my work is quoted speech. The verb is have finished and that is in present perfect. According to rule, if introducing verb is in simple past, present perfect will be changed to past perfect. Clear? See, Rita said that she had finished. Has finished will be changed to had finished. Present perfect to past perfect. She had finished her work. Now, look at the next rule. If introducing verb is in simple past, in quoted speech, simple past changes to past perfect. If introducing verb is in simple past, in quoted speech, simple past changes to past perfect. Now, here said is introducing verb and that is in simple past. I enjoyed my work is quoted speech. Enjoyed is a verb and that is also in simple past. The rule says if introducing verb is in simple past changes to past perfect. Clear? In quoted speech, simple past changes to past perfect. Rita said that she had finished. Had finished is the past perfect here. Her verb. Clear? Next rule is if introducing verb is in simple past perfect remains unchanged. In quoted speech, the tense of the verb is past perfect and the tense of introducing verb is in simple past. It remains unchanged. Clear? Rita said, I had finished my work. Said is introducing verb in simple past. Had finished is, I had finished my work is quoted speech. Had finished is the verb and that is in past perfect. So the rule says if introducing verb is in simple past, quoted speech, verb, if it is past perfect, it remains unchanged. See the example. Rita said that she had finished her work. The next rule is if introducing verb is in simple past and in quoted speech there are modal auxiliaries such as will, shall, can, may, etc. changes to will changes to would, shall changes to should, can changes to could and may changes to might. See the example. Rita's father said she can walk. Said is introducing verb and that is in simple past. She can walk is quoted speech and we can see here the modal auxiliary can. Clear? So when we change it into indirect speech, this modal auxiliary can will be changed to could. Okay? Because the introducing verb is in simple past. So we change this in this way. Rita's father said that she could work. Can is changed to could. Next rule is if introducing verb is in simple past, in quoted speech, present, simple present. In quoted speech, if simple present is expressing habitual action or universal truth. Quoted speech is a sentence of habitual action or it expresses any universal truth. The simple present remains unchanged. Clear? See the example. Rita said the sun rises in the east. Said is introducing verb is in simple past. The sun rises in the east is quoted speech and we know it's a universal truth. The truth which can never be changed. It was, it is and it will remain. Clear? So here we can see rises is in simple present. When we change this universal truth, this direct to indirect, the simple present will remain unchanged. Rita said that the sun rises in the east. Dear children, previously we studied that if the introducing verb is in simple past, present, simple present changes to past, simple past. Clear? But if it is universal truth or it expresses any habitual action, in that case, simple present remains unchanged in indirect speech also. So dear children, these all were the different rules how to change the tense of the verb in indirect speech. Dear children, if you learn this table nicely, you will never make mistake changing from direct to indirect. So it's very important, go through each and every point and try to understand it nicely. Clear?